A soft whisper of scandal echoes through the grand halls of Bridgerton. A forbidden love hides in shadows, a secret no one is supposed to know. But whispers travel, and tonight, a truth is on the verge of breaking everything the Bridgertons have built. Behind the glittering masks and elegant gowns, someone is hiding a secret that could ruin reputations, break hearts, and shake the foundations of the ton. And no one, not even the most careful, can stop it from coming to light. A state glows softly under the evening sky, its grandeur illuminated by hundreds of flickering candlelights. From above, the camera glides over the sweeping lawns and ornate gardens, each shadow hinting at the secrets hidden within the mansion walls. Inside, the ballroom sparkles with life. Crystal chandeliers reflect delicate light, and the soft murmur of laughter blends with the faint strains of a string quartet. But behind this dazzling display of elegance, tension hangs thick in the air. Invisible but heavy, like a storm waiting to break, a faceless figure slips through a corridor, moving quietly past portraits of stern ancestors. The soft rustle of their gown against the polished floors is the only sound that betrays their presence. In their hands, they clutch a folded letter, its edges worn and ink slightly smudged. The words within are dangerous words that could shatter hearts if revealed. As they pause near a window, moonlight spills across the paper, revealing hints of the secret it contains. A hand hovers over it, trembling slightly, because this is not just any secret. This is a forbidden love hidden from the world, a love that could destroy everything the Bridgertons hold dear. Across the hall, another figure observes from the shadows. Only their silhouette is visible, hidden behind a grand column. Their gaze lingers on the first figure, measuring, calculating. Every step taken, every glance exchanged, could be a clue, and this observer knows it. They are waiting for the perfect moment to act, to turn a quiet whisper into a public scandal. The tension builds silently, a subtle heartbeat that grows louder. With each passing second, meanwhile in the ballroom, the music continues, masking the secrets hiding in plain sight. Laughter floats through the air, light and carefree, but it's fragile, like glass. In a quiet corner, hands meet beneath a table, fingers intertwining in a brief but meaningful touch. It's a gesture full of desire, yet burdened with the weight of societal expectations. Here, love exists in whispers, in hidden letters, and in fleeting moments of stolen intimacy. It's beautiful, yet dangerous. The camera shifts to a close-up of the letter again. Words blur across the page, teasing the audience without fully revealing the scandal. Phrases like "can't be seen" must remain hidden, and if discovered, flash briefly on screen. Tension rises as viewers realize the enormity of what is being concealed. The audience can feel the fear, the desire, and the urgency that drives these secret meetings. Outside, the wind picks up, rattling the tall windows of the estate. The storm brewing outside mirrors the storm inside the Bridgerton household. Every step taken in secrecy brings the lovers closer to exposure. Every glance from the observer in the shadows is a step toward revelation. The ballroom's glittering. The surface cannot hide the turmoil beneath, and the audience senses that the first crack in this delicate facade is imminent. This opening sets the stage for everything to come. The forbidden lover exists, hidden in plain sight. But the closer they get to each other, the closer the truth comes to escaping. And when it does, nothing will ever be the same. This is not just a story of love, it is a story of risk, secrecy, and the dangerous allure of a passion that defies all rules. The audience is left on the edge, heart racing, wondering who will be exposed first and how far they will go. To protect their hidden desires, behind the grand curtains of Bridgerton Manor, every corner tells a story, yet some stories remain hidden in plain sight. Tonight, the camera glides slowly along the polished hallway, catching glimpses of shadows stretching across the walls. These are not just any shadows. They belong to people whose lives are intertwined by desire, duty, and danger. Their faces are never fully revealed, but their intentions are written in the way they move. The pauses in their steps, the subtle tremor in a hand. The first figure emerges from the gloom, a lady whose elegance is undeniable, even in silhouette. She glides past the portraits, her posture perfect, yet her hand lingers on the edge of a letter tucked into her gown. There is a heaviness in her shoulders, a quiet fear that someone might uncover what she has worked so hard to conceal. She is poised, confident, yet trapped by the constraints of society. Every glance she casts is calculated, every movement purposeful. But beneath that surface, desire burns fiercely. This is the forbidden lover, the heartbeat of the scandal that threatens to unfold. Across the room, another figure lingers near a flickering candle. Their presence is calm, almost too calm. Faceless, yet commanding attention through subtle cues. Way they tilt their head, the faint brush of fingers across a railing, the slight hesitation before they speak. They are an observer, someone who knows the stakes, someone who could ignite the rumor that will consume the manor. Suspicion clings to them like a shadow, and the audience can sense their role in the unfolding drama. Will they protect the secret or use it to their advantage? The tension is palpable. A third figure appears, quieter, almost lost in the grandeur around them, yet their significance cannot be ignored. They move with deliberate care, pausing near a staircase to glance down at the bustling ballroom below. Their heart beats faster with every whispered conversation they overhear, every fleeting touch of the forbidden pair, though faceless. The camera captures the subtle hints of worry etched in their posture, the slightest slump of the shoulders, the tentative reach for a handkerchief. Their role is not yet clear, but their presence adds another layer to the complex web of secrecy and desire. Meanwhile, the ballroom itself tells a story of power, expectation, and hidden emotion. Crystal chandeliers cast fractured light across the polished floor, creating fleeting images of figures dancing, conversing, and glancing at one another with veiled meaning. The camera shifts between faceless perspectives, the way one hand reaches. For another, the secret of passing of a folded note, the nervous glance toward the doorway. Each movement hints at alliances, betrayals, and passions that cannot be spoken aloud. The audience is drawn into this world of ambiguity. Faces remain hidden, but intentions are clear. The forbidden lover struggles against societal boundaries. The observer plots in silence, and the others navigate the delicate balance between loyalty, curiosity, and temptation. Each character's presence creates a tension that thrums beneath the surface, invisible pulse that will grow louder as secrets inch closer to exposure. By the end of this section, the audience has not seen full faces, yet they understand the stakes. They feel the desire, the fear, and the anticipation that will drive the next chapter of this story. Every shadow could reveal a secret, every pause could signal betrayal, and every unseen glance could be the spark that sets the scandal. Ablaze, the stage is set. The players are in position, and the forbidden lover waits in the wings, ready to be revealed. In the quiet corners of Bridgerton Manor, love unfolds where no eyes dare to linger. The ballroom bustles with elegance and laughter, yet in the hidden alcoves and shadowed corridors, something far more dangerous brews. Hands brush under the faint glow of a candelabra, a quick glance exchanged between two figures who should never meet. Their connection is electric, forbidden by society's rules, yet impossible to deny. Every stolen moment carries the weight of risk, a silent thrill that quickens the pulse of those involved. The camera drifts along a hidden hallway, capturing only fragments of movement, a hand sliding along a railing, a delicate note passed beneath. The hem of a gown, a trembling finger tracing the edge of a folded letter. These gestures tell the story of a love that dares to exist in secret. Words are whispered in the shadows, unheard by the world, but their power is immense. "Meet me here," one note reads. "No one can know," another warns. The audience senses the danger, feeling the tension coil around every movement. Every glance outside, the wind whispers through the windows, rattling the panes like the faint heartbeat of suspense. Inside, two figures stand close, their faces just out of view, yet their emotions are palpable. One reaches for the other, hesitates, then pulls back, knowing that discovery would be devastating. The tension between longing and fear is almost unbearable. a tightrope walked with every breath. The audience can feel their desperation, their desire, and the crushing pressure of the societal rules they must obey. Faceless reenactments show secret rendezvous, shadowed staircases, moonlit gardens, and quiet drawing rooms where forbidden hands meet in fleeting intimacy. The sound of hurried footsteps, a sigh, or the rustle of a gown replaces dialogue, allowing viewers to imagine the words that cannot be spoken aloud. Each frame builds the intensity, a slow-burning fire of passion and peril. Every meeting, every touch is a gamble, and the tension is almost tangible. Meanwhile, the observer lingers, unseen but ever present. Silhouetted against a distant candle, they watch the affair unfold. Notebook in hand, or perhaps a folded letter tucked beneath their arm. The slightest slip, the softest whisper, could betray the lovers at any moment. Their presence adds another layer of danger, a constant reminder that secrecy is fragile, easily shattered by prying eyes. Even as the affair blooms, the walls of Bridgerton Manor hold secrets of their own. Portraits seem to watch, chandeliers sway above, and the soft echo of music drifts through the halls, masking the quiet passion that simmers in hidden spaces. The contrast between public elegance and private desire heightens the suspense, reminding viewers that in this world, appearances can be deadly deceptive. By the end of this section, forbidden love is unmistakable, yet danger looms closer with each heartbeat. Every shadow hides a secret, every stolen moment carries consequences, and the audience is left craving the next chapter, eager to see what happens when desire collides with discovery. The affair is no longer just a rumor, it is alive, dangerous, and ready to change everything in the most beautiful corners of Bridgerton Manor. Darkness can creep where no one expects it. Behind the glittering chandeliers and polished floors, a threat moves silently, unseen but ever present. This is not just curiosity or gossip, it is a calculated danger. A shadow waiting to expose the forbidden love that has flourished in secret. The air itself seems heavier here, charged with anticipation, as though the walls themselves are holding their breath, waiting for the moment the truth will break free. A faceless figure moves through the hallways, every step deliberate, every glance measured. Their presence is quiet, almost imperceptible, yet it carries the weight of imminent revelation. They pause outside the hidden alcove where the lovers met, listening to the faintest rustle of fabric, the soft murmur of words exchanged. The observer does not rush. They know patience is the deadliest weapon. Each day they wait brings the forbidden. Lovers closer to their trap, and every heartbeat ticks toward exposure. Inside the ballroom, the party continues, oblivious to the threat lurking nearby. Crystal chandeliers scatter light across swirling gowns, and music rises in elegant waves, masking the tension that coils just beyond the guests' awareness. Hands clutch letters tighter, eyes dart to shadowed corners, and subtle gestures hint at secrets being protected at all costs. The audience feels the danger pressing closer with every fleeting moment, silent predator circling its prey. The threat is not just faceless, it is intangible, like a storm rolling in from the horizon. Letters, once hidden, could fall into the wrong hands. A whisper overheard in the wrong hallway could ignite scandal. Even the most careful steps are not enough. The danger lies in the smallest misstep. Faceless reenactments show glimpses, a folded paper slipping from a pocket, a shadowy figure pausing in the doorway, and eyes narrowing behind the delicate masks of the ballroom. Each visual underscores the precariousness of the lovers' situation. Tension escalates further with subtle cinematic cues. Candle flames flicker as if signaling the looming threat. The music changes, soft strings replaced by a low, haunting hum, echoing through empty corridors. The audience senses that discovery is only a heartbeat away. Faceless hands tremble over. Letters' glances are exchanged in panic. Every corner of the manor seems to harbor eyes watching, waiting, to strike. The emotional stakes are just as high as the danger. Fear and desire collide. The forbidden lovers struggle with every instinct to protect themselves and their secret. One moment, a hand hovers over a hidden note, unsure whether to keep it or destroy it. The next, the observer's shadow appears, almost touching the threshold of discovery. The risk is no longer theoretical, it is immediate, tangible, and consuming. By the end of this section, the audience knows one thing with certainty: the secret cannot remain hidden forever. Danger lurks at every turn, patience is a weapon, and one small misstep could unravel everything. The forbidden love is alive, yes, but it teeters on the edge of ruin. The tension is almost unbearable, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding. Desperate to see who will act first, the lovers or the threat that shadows them. The manor feels alive tonight, but not with laughter or music alone. Every corner carries an invisible weight, a tension that coils around the forbidden lovers' hearts. In the shadows, faceless figures move slowly, each step heavy with unspoken fear and longing. Desire burns bright, yet the rules of society press down like a cold, unyielding hand. Every stolen glance, every brush of fingers is an act of defiance. Yet each moment is haunted by the possibility of ruin. In a quiet alcove, two hands almost meet, then retreat. The camera lingers on trembling fingers, the subtle shake of a hand over a letter, the pause before a note is folded again. These gestures speak louder than words ever could, the craving, the hesitation, and the guilt all visible in a single movement. The audience feels it. Love here is not simple or free. It is risky, fragile, and breathtakingly intense. Silhouettes, cast against candlelight, show the lovers pacing in secrecy, their postures betraying the inner conflict. One figure leans against a window, looking out at the night sky as if seeking guidance or escape. Another clutches a gown or a sleeve, torn between pursuing the forbidden connection and protecting their honor. The struggle is silent, faceless, yet every movement is raw with emotion. Tension hums like a drumbeat, building with each stolen breath and each fleeting touch. The weight of expectation presses down from every direction. Faceless observers linger in the background, family, friends, rivals, each unaware or suspicious of the hidden affair. The lovers know that any misstep could lead to whispers, gossip, and heartbreak. Faceless reenactments show brief, intimate moments. A hand brushing a cheek, a folded note trembling in one figure's grasp, a shadowed glance filled with yearning. These moments are fleeting but devastating, leaving the audience aching for resolution. The emotional stakes grow further with contrasting symbols. A chandelier flickers, casting fragmented light across the walls. Outside, the wind rattles windows like a restless warning. Every shadow seems to mirror the turmoil inside. Desire clashing with propriety, longing contending with fear, passion struggling against societal chains. The audience is drawn into the struggle, feeling the agony of choices that could change everything. Even in silence, the conflict is loud. Faceless figures linger in hallways, pacing or standing frozen, their gestures speaking of sleepless nights and racing hearts. A letter slips from a pocket and flutters to the ground, a fleeting yet powerful metaphor for vulnerability, temptation, and risk. The lovers' inner battles are relentless, mirrored by the tension surrounding them. They must navigate not only their feelings, but the invisible eyes of a society that cannot forgive scandal. By the end of this section, the audience understands the heartache that comes with forbidden love. Desire and duty, risk and restraint, passion and fear all collide in a fragile, faceless dance. Every glance, every movement, every heartbeat is a silent plea for a love that society forbids, yet cannot extinguish. The emotional conflict deepens. The story leaving viewers both enthralled and aching, anticipating the inevitable moment when secrets will collide with reality. The air in Bridgerton Manor has never felt heavier. Every corner, every shadow seems to pulse with anticipation. Tonight, the careful balance of secrecy shatters like glass. The forbidden love, once hidden in whispers and fleeting glances, teeters on the edge of exposure. Faceless figure moves. With urgent purpose, a letter slipping from trembling fingers, or a whispered secret caught in the wrong ear. The tension is unbearable, storm of emotions about to crash into the polished elegance of the manor. The camera glides through the dimly lit hallways, following the unseen observer as they inch closer to the forbidden pair. Their steps are deliberate, silent, and merciless. A door creaks, a candle flickers, and suddenly, the hidden world of passion and desire is no longer safe. Faceless reenactments show hands freezing mid-gesture, letters falling to the floor, and eyes widening in silent horror. Every gesture speaks volumes, the fear, the shock, the realization that their secret cannot survive the night. In the ballroom, the elegant laughter and music pause in perception, replaced by an almost invisible tension that grips every faceless figure. Shadows stretch longer, movements slow, and the subtle clinks of crystal glasses are drowned out by the quiet panic unfolding in hidden corners. A letter opens, a note reveals names, and a whisper travels faster than the eye can follow. The forbidden. Lover stands frozen, heart hammering. As the truth they fought so desperately to conceal slips into the world, the drama intensifies as the audience sees the ripple effect. Faceless figures react in suspenseful slow motion, a hand clutching a gown, a body stiffening with shock, a silhouette darting down a hallway in disbelief. Each reaction adds weight to the revelation, showing the cascading consequences of exposure. The observer remains in the shadows, almost smiling. Knowing the carefully guarded secret is now laid bare, even the environment mirrors the chaos. Curtains flutter as if stirred by unseen winds, candle flames tremble, and the chandelier above glints violently in the sudden tension. Faceless reenactments capture fleeting but powerful images, the letter drifting to the floor, a shadowed hand covering a face, two figures caught in a stunned embrace. The forbidden love, once vibrant and hidden, now faces scrutiny, judgment, and potential ruin. Emotion overwhelms reason. The forbidden lover's hands quiver. Their posture betrays panic, and every instinct screams to flee or confess. Yet the world outside the shadows has already witnessed enough to change everything. The revelation is not just a moment. It is a seismic shift. Trust is fractured, loyalty questioned, and the carefully constructed walls of secrecy crumble under the weight of exposure. By the end of this section, the audience is on the edge of their seat. The climax is not just the uncovering of a secret, it is the collision of desire and danger, love and consequence. The forbidden affair has been exposed, but the fallout has only just begun. Every heartbeat in the manor mirrors the tension that now dominates the story. Leaving viewers desperate to see the consequences unfold, the revelation is shocking, cinematic, and utterly unforgettable. The manor is quiet now. The silence is heavy, thick with the consequences of exposure. The forbidden love has been revealed, yet the story is far from over. Shadows linger in every corner, whispering reminders of what was lost, what was risked, and what might still be at stake. Faceless figures move slowly through the grand halls, pausing at doorways, tracing the path of secrets that were once hidden. Their gestures are subtle, but telling, a hand pressed against a trembling chest, a slight slump of the shoulders, a hesitant step forward into uncertainty. In the ballroom, the elegance remains, yet the air feels colder, more fragile. Crystal chandeliers glint like fractured memories above, reflecting the fractured trust and shifting alliances below. The lovers, now exposed, retreat into shadows, their hands brushing only in fleeting, almost guilty touches. Every glance is loaded with unspoken questions. How far will society punish them? Can love survive the storm they have unleashed? The audience senses the tension, knowing that the calm is temporary. A fragile mask over the chaos that brews beneath, outside. The night wind stirs the curtains, carrying a whisper of the drama that has unfolded. Camera moves along empty hallways and deserted gardens, emphasizing the stillness after the storm. Yet even in this quiet, hints of unrest are everywhere, letters left uncollected, shadows that move just out of reach, and the faint sound of hurried footsteps in the distance. The secrets may have been exposed, but the consequences have only begun to ripple through the manor. Faceless reenactments show the emotional aftermath. A letter dropped in despair, a hand brushing a tear from a gown, a shadowed figure pausing in contemplation. Each gesture emphasizes the cost of love in a world that forbids it. The forbidden lovers face not just judgment, but also their own fear, doubt, and longing. They are caught between desire and survival, love and society, and the audience feels the weight of every choice they must now confront. The tease for what comes next is subtle but compelling. A shadow lingers near the doorway, an unseen figure holds a folded note, and a whisper travels along the halls, hinting that more revelations, betrayals, and heartache await. The camera slowly pulls back, showing the grand estate and its haunting beauty, leaving viewers with the sense that nothing is resolved. Every secret, every longing, every risk has set the stage for the next storm. By the end of this section, the audience is left breathless, craving the next chapter. The forbidden love may have been exposed, but the consequences, rivalries, and emotional turmoil promise a story that will continue to grip hearts and imaginations. The stage is set for intrigue, drama, and scandal, and viewers cannot help but wonder who will survive the fallout and who will fall next. Text overlay suggestions. The scandal is out, but the story has only begun. What will Bridgerton do when love defies society? Secrets revealed, consequences to come. Closing narration suggestion. The forbidden love has been exposed, but the shadows of Bridgerton Manor hold more secrets, more danger, and more heartbreak. Stay tuned. The story is far from over.